Hi, Red Light family. I'm Jess, and I just wanted to come on here real quick and share a couple things that I've been thinking about lately. I have been thinking about seasons because Red Life is in Indiana. We live in the land of the season. We have all of them. And for me, I know that my favorite transition, my most anticipated season change is when we go from winter to spring. In winter, everything's been dark and the sun's not out as much, and things have fallen away, so things are bare, and then we go through a time of growth where the green starts to come back and the grass starts to turn, and then there is a time of blossoming of the flowers growing back and color everywhere, and everything is vibrant. And I just really look forward to that every year. And as I was thinking about it this year and anticipating it, I was thinking about how that is just really how life is. Everything is in seasons. There are seasons in our life where things are gray and don't look great, and things might be falling away. And then, and there's a lot of change. And then there's times where things are starting to come back and the growth is happening, but it's still a little bit of waiting. And then there are times that all that leads to times of blossoming and goals being met and God's plan really coming to fruition. And as I've been thinking about that lately, I've just been thinking about how important it is to know that that's God's plan. The seasons are God's plan, not only in nature, but in our lives. And that we have to go through that stuff sometimes, and to know that God knows that there's going to be a blossoming, but there's also got to be the waiting and the falling away of things. And he says, it says in the Bible in Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time for everything, a season for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. And then it goes on to say, he has made everything beautiful in its own time. So I just wanted to come on here today and remind you, if you're in a season of darkness or of things just not looking like you wanted them to, just hold tight, honor that season, know that God sees you and he knows you and he has plans for you to grow and to learn from that season and to eventually blossom and be who you have called to be by God. So that's what I want to share. Have a great day.